What's up, people of faith? It's Britt, and I have a word for you. Just because you couldn't in one season, don't mean you can't in the next. And God gave me this word a while ago. Just because it did not work out in one season, do not mean it's not going to work out. God's timing is perfect and divine. And a lot of times, what I've noticed from a personal experience is God will store things up for you. Just because you have not seen the promise come to pass does not mean it's not going to manifest. Does not mean that it's not going to come forth. God sees the whole thing. He sees the whole pie, where sometimes we only see a piece. I'll use an analogy I use a lot. Sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, meaning the trees before you are so big you cannot see the entire forest. I'll use another one. You know, when you're looking out of a window, you don't get the same view as you would looking from the sky. You know, a window view is different from a sky view. And I like to believe that God is the sky view. You know, God can see the forest where we can only see the trees. God can see from the sky where we can only see from a window or the bird's eye view. You know, so just because it did not work out in one season, just because it was not obtainable in one season, does not mean it's not going to work out in the next. Just because you couldn't, don't mean you can't. We have to be careful of the things we think, the things we speak. You know, like it's power of life and death within it's power of life and death within the power of your tongue. So you have to watch your words. The Bible talks about out of the abundance of a man's heart, the mouth speaks. What's in your heart, you say out loud. You have to be mindful of these things. Like even saying, I'm just so sick of this. I can't. It's going to be like this forever. It's not going to be like this forever, actually. We are in due season now. The promise is coming forth now. And if I'm being honest, I just really learned what it meant to like declare and decree, like to speak it. I can speak it. I have power to speak it. Like I heard of it. But to be like active in it, like I'm declaring this thing, I'm saying that this too shall happen, this shall come to pass. Like your mind is strong, your words have power too. And I want you to know, like, don't give up. It's so easy to give up. And a lot of times when we are doing the will of God, we're facing challenges so that we can just be like, it's so hard. You know, this is so hard. And I just want to give up. Right on the other side of that is your blessing. No matter what form it come in, you just have to keep pushing. You have to push yourself past that point. Whatever point it is that you feel like, I always give up at that point. I always break at that point. Don't let that happen this time. Do know that God's plan for your life is perfect. You know, we've been through so many things and it just seems like it just weighs us down. It burdens us down. This is reality. It's always going to be like this. It's not always going to be like this. The fact that you made it, the fact that you're still making it, the fact that you're still pressing past, the fact that you're still standing is a blessing. And do understand that things are changing. Even when you can't see it changing. And God have your back. Even when you can't see what's happening in the background. So I pray that on today that you be encouraged. I love you with the everlasting love of Jesus Christ. And just keep in mind, like, as I go forth and saying these things, I'm speaking them to myself too. You know, I'm a person. I'm in this with y'all. I'm on this walk with y'all. We are all processing. We are all growing. We are just growing together. And the encouragement that you guys get, I get as well. I love you. Peace.